Hello, King Wolf of the Block here. I have been searching far and wide to answer one very simple question. Why do Marvel movies work even when they are average as shit? I've learned many things along my journey. I have been around the world and I've had many different run-ins with various groups. I've ran from the DC police. I've had to fill in for DJ Jazzy Jeff and I probably should not say that last part. The last thing I remember doing was running away from some drug cartel somewhere. I don't exactly remember what happened afterwards. What was it? Oh yeah! So, after we smuggled the cocaine, taught it off some guys in Mexico, me and my homeboys decided to stop by at the club, where we decided to blow cocaine out of some info's asshole while it was that moment I realized I was dreaming. I was not actually King Wolf of the Block, but I was actually some piece of shit human who could not go see Ant-Man and the Wasp before we were supposed to review it. Oh shit. Did I just say that?
Warning, if you don't like spoilers, do not watch the video.
Hello everyone, welcome to Some Film Snobs. I'm Jacob Ramos.
I'm Matt Smith. Sean Reiner is not here. He's missing. I don't know what happens, but he's missing.
Yeah, he had a little business to attend to. Regardless, this is our review of Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I was partners with Hank on a project called Goliath.
How big did you get?
My record, 21 feet. You?
65 feet.
65.
So Matt, what were your initial thoughts of Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I thought it was a really fun movie. I thought it was really fun to watch. Good all around.
I thought that it was Marvel average, like just fine. I feel like that's been
Just
our views a lot. Our views have remained pretty consistent for all these movies so far, but that's pretty much how I felt about this one. It's just like, it felt like the Marvel formula. Mediocre in my mind.
Mediocre. Ooh, that's a good word. We use a multi-syllable word. Hooray! I don't know why I said it like that. Am I really that condescending?
Well, like, point to something in particular that you liked about the film, then.
Anything in particular? Yeah, Paul Rudd's performance I thought was good. Really,
Well, like,
really
Paul Rudd, I always liked him since, like, 40-Year-Old Virgin, and, like, what else is he in? Knocked Up. Paul Rudd he's a very charismatic guy.
Yeah, so he's perfect for this Ant-Man character.
Very
Michael
likable.
Douglas I thought was great too. Nice to see him again.
I feel like he never has much to do, but he's always great.
Yeah.
But like other than the actors, what did you like?
I liked one of the other cast members of the film, the sort of surprise cast member.
Oh yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer's in this movie. You didn't know that from the trailers or anything.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, Michelle Pfeiffer. I even said it in the theater when we were watching it. It was like, Michelle Pfeiffer, what?
I said the same thing too. Yeah. I was surprised. Pleasantly surprised, but yeah. And I liked her too, by the way. She was great too, I thought.
Alright. Well,
fuck you, fellas! I have to fucking telemarketers again. Kiss my ass. That happens. Just out of nowhere, they will ring.
Alright, but for me, this is an average movie with very annoying small things and plot holes. Like, alright, we're gonna get into spoilers, because there's no way to really talk about a film without spoilers. So, like, basically the goal of the film, Hank Pym and his daughter Hope are trying to find their mother, or wife.
They're trying to save her from the quantum realm.
Which is Michelle Pfeiffer. And
yes,
my first immediate thing when they were establishing this throughout the like whole beginning phase was like, I mentioned this to you afterwards. How the fuck did Michelle Pfeiffer not just starve to death. Over 30
Yeah.
years, stuck in a wherever the fuck she was.
She could have figured out some solution to surviving.
She could have.
In the
She
quantum realm.
could have. When the audience has to make assumptions, that's bad writing.
Anyway, I will at least say this. I honestly expected Michelle Pfeiffer to be the villain.
Really?
Because the way they set things up, you think... Because, remember, in the beginning, they had the voiceover, and it's like, I tried to save her, I couldn't stop her. It's like, it implies to me, like, oh my god, maybe he's actually not that nice a guy. Maybe he actually sent her in there. Maybe it was his idea. Maybe he told her to go in, and she wanted to be sent. She wanted to come back, but he wouldn't let her come back. And now all these years later, she's back. But obviously, when they did the reveal, I thought, okay, there goes that idea.
Yeah, like, I found the script like lazy isn't the right word, because it's not lazy.
Yeah,
it's not lazy.
No.
Yeah, I think the right word is safe.
Safe, yeah. 'Cause, I mean,
After watching this, like
after watching, we did an Infinity War for anybody who was watching. After seeing Infinity War, which is this dark, bleak movie, pretty much, where everybody dies. After that, you go to a movie like Ant-Man, and it's safe. It doesn't feel... There's no real extreme danger.
Well, it pretty much mimicked the tone of the first Ant-Man film. The smaller scale is back. It's very self-contained.
Yeah.
Except for the mid-credit scene, which we could talk about later, but...
I think that's a good thing, just because it's good to not have a movie and go, oh, okay, what the fuck does that mean? Who is this character? I don't get that. I haven't seen the past 5 Marvel movies. Who is that?
Yeah, it is. I do like that Ant-Man franchise is self-contained and can be enjoyed pretty much on its own.
Yeah.
It can exist outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, pretty much.
Which is a good thing. I think that they should have some franchises like that. Not all of them, but just some of them.
But the reason I brought up the safe thing is because it was this one felt even more average than usual Marvel films, and I'll give examples. I brought this up after we saw it. I was the opening shot particularly really shocked me, to be honest, because it's literally just the opening shot of this film is literally just an establishing shot of a house. And when I think of opening shots of a movie, that first image establishes a tone. It gives you what you're in for. Just thinking of Star Wars, the original Star Wars, dun 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 dun, pew, pew, pew. You immediately get, wow, that's the Empire, and that's the small little rebellion. Whereas this is just an establishing shot of a house. It was it just spoke to me. It was
there is a simple solution to fix that problem.
Painfully average.
There is a simple solution. You open with Michael Douglas talking to his daughter about, you used to have that. You have a shot of them talking. You set up the fact that this is that they're gonna flash back.
It's small things that just show.
It's not even really that bad of a problem to me.
The mediocrity of
to me, the fact that it opens with a house, because it's not the worst thing to do.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying it's not.
It's not glaring.
It's not bad. It's not good. It's mediocre.
I didn't even think of it. It's honestly not one of the things I thought of when I saw the movie.
It's very informative. It doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's just that's one thing that really spoke to me, as well as some of the elements of the script were there because that's what a quote good script needs. When the main villain, played by Hannah John Kamen, basically tells our main characters, all 3 leads, she just tells them in a very long block of exposition that is 5 minutes of just her telling her fucking backstory. Jesus Christ, you couldn't do this any other way? And it's
they could have done it any other way.
It's just a good villain, you need to understand why they're doing what they're doing. But show that in a less, like, blatant way. It's literally the character telling our main characters, this is my backstory. I am evil. Mwahaha.
Of course!
This is why I'm evil. Like,
spread out.
I would have, like, alright, even like the I think the first Ant-Man did this better actually. Like, he didn't man, House of Cards guy, I'll call him that. House of Cards guy. He he didn't say his backstory outright about, like, with his history with Hank. It was just a hinted history, like hinting towards, like, being unsatisfied working with Hank and all that jazz. It was never oh my god, It was like, this one felt like super spoon-fed. That was probably my biggest problem with the film, just that one scene. It was just like so fucking forced.
That one scene. You can't stand.
I can't stand it, dude. It's that's lazy. That's the part I find lazy. It's like you want to put the effort in to make your villain seem like a believable character, but then you've done it in a way that is, like, so incredibly
What you do, if you're gonna make a film, you gotta spread their backstory out. You gotta make it bits and pieces. That way it's not all spoon-fed at once, but people can guess, people can piece it together themselves and think, okay, maybe this is how it goes, or maybe it's this way. You know, more interesting, it gets the audience invested, and you don't just give them everything at once.
I think it also hurts because it's, like, all pretty much in the first act. Like,
I thought it was the second act.
It was, like, early second act.
It felt like it was mid-movie, by the way. It was mid-movie, I think. Because then after that,
it was definitely Act 2, but regardless, it was very, very blatant, very, like,
Now, let's just get on to the after-credits scene. God,
Ready?
what a... Well, I don't know. Wait, do you have anything else to mention?
I'm just frustrated with this. Like, Infinity War really brought my hopes up. Like how original they're gonna be with these movies and mixing up the formula. But then the very next movie after Infinity War is just right back to it.
You know, they could have just released this movie first and then did Infinity War.
Well, I think that is arbitrary. I believe now after seeing this, it's just what this tells me is, like, Infinity War. It's just gonna be entirely irrelevant. It's gonna be completely reset by this end of the second one, and it's gonna be formulaic Marvel movies for the end of time.
Wow, you have no hope. You
until
have no hope
we're
inside.
all fucking dead.
You have no hope. My God, and I thought Sean was the bitter one.
Infinity War was a great film, but I don't think it'll be replicated.
I mean,
by the second
wow. You have no hope for this franchise. I think Sean has more hope for it.
I think
Sorry,
it's a fine franchise, but it's never gonna blow me away. Ever again,
Oh,
I don't
Sean,
think.
you're missing out on a lot of good comedy here. You're missing out, man. You gotta get away from that thing you're doing, whatever it is.
Oh, fuck, the Force is tough. I'm just trying to get some motherfucking coffee.
Oh my God. All right, so Jacob.
Yeah.
Sean can't be involved, obviously. So, but I have this idea. Let's talk about the characters now.
Wait, or is this part of the review?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, like, all right. We'll skip to my bitching about the franchise. I love Michael Pena. He's hilarious in this film.
Yes, he is.
The
He's
comedy,
great.
the comedy in it is really good. I'll say some positives. I like the creativeness of the like when they're shrinking. From the first one and this one, it's still really good. the creativeness of the action sequences. Nothing as funny as the Thomas the Tank Engine. This might have been one of the more funnier Marvel films, especially with like the FBI agent dude, the Asian guy.
With Kim Jong-un.
Oh my God, Matt!
No, you don't.
Now
know
we're
why
definitely gonna be called racist in the comments.
Jesus Christ! Randall Park played Kim Jong-un in the interview.
Oh, he did? He
Yeah.
played him in the interview? I didn't. I actually never saw that movie.
I did. He was my favorite part of the movie.
But like,
seriously,
it was the comedy in it was really good, especially from the supporting cast. And Lawrence Fishburne is Lawrence Fishburne. You gotta love him. I really liked Walton Goggins.
Me too. I liked him too.
Played like a southern businessman bad guy asshole.
I think that's his shtick at this point, and that's not a bad thing.
Well, like I
If
loved him
you're
in
good at
the.
something, do it.
I loved him in the
If you're
Hateful
good at
Eight.
something, do it. Yeah, he was great. He was good in that. He was the villain in Tomb Raider. Didn't see the movie, but War Bastard.
Oh, yeah,
he has to be in
he's
Tomb
the
Raider.
trailer.
Why Tomb Raider? Okay, let's.
I do
Walter
have
Goggins was good.
one comment about the performance of the main villain lady.
Yeah.
I did think she was hamming it up a little much. Like it was a little over expressive, it felt at times. But like she wasn't terrible. She wasn't like a standout to me either. It was just I thought it was a little much at times.
Yeah, probably. Can we just comment on the fact I called Walton Goggins Walter Goggins? Can we talk about that for a bit?
If you're scared about taking your kids to Infinity War, you could definitely take them to this one. Just make sure you leave before the mid-credits.
Because spoilers!
But,
oh, one last thing before we do that.
So, as we all saw, as if you saw Infinity War, which everyone fucking did, it made over $2 billion.
Yes.
Basically, Hank Pym, his wife, and Hope all get fucking turned to dust, while Ant-Man is like stuck in the quantum realm while they're like doing some experiment.
Mr. Pym, I don't feel so good.
But yep, all three of them are dead. Michelle Pfeiffer, she just gets back to real life, and then she's fucking vapor. But yeah, pretty much, it was it explained where they were during Infinity War, and I guess why Ant-Man may or may not be in Infinity War Part 2.
Yeah.
So like, we'll just give our final thoughts then. What did you think of your final? Do you recommend Ant-Man and the Wasp, man?
I give it a Paul Rudd out of... No, I do give it a thumbs up.
It gets if it's a baby's hand, it's a thumbs up for the little guppies out there.
Ooh,
but
alright.
for any adult film fan, it gets a sideways. Fine.
Are you ever gonna give a thumbs up on this show ever?
I will. If a film,
find the movie.
If I like a film.
Okay,
I like this one, but it's average. Like I don't find movies that all feel the same. Ugh.
Don't worry, you don't need to. Oh my god.
I will eventually, alright?
We will find a movie. I will go into my backyard and find a movie for you that you'll love so much. You'll give it 5 thumbs up.
Based on those trailers we watched before this movie, I'm not anticipating giving a thumbs up anytime fucking soon.
The hate you give, more like the hate. Fuck, let's make police look like assholes. Or Hotel Transylvania 3. Our TV commercials have no faith in the plot of this movie. Or The Meg, fucking Jaws. But look, he's a bigger bastard.
You're making me wanna fucking cry. All those trailers were god awful.
You better start crying. There was another trailer so bad I can't even remember it. Unfriended, the worst franchise ever. Maybe not really, but God, it's bad. It's bad.
If you like average action movies that are pretty funny, actually, I say comedy is above average, but everything else about it's average. Then Ant-Man and the Wasp, you get a recommendation from me, kinda.
If you like Paul Rudd, go see Paul Rudd in the Paul Rudd Ant-Man movie in theaters now. Yeah. Horrible.
Guys. What did I miss?
Oh, fuck.